guys, welcome to another episode of Whip It Up Wednesday, where I document my music making process, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I hope you enjoy yourself, I hope you learn something, and I hope you find some inspiration. On today's episode, be sure to like the video, leave a comment. If you're new here, consider subscribing, really appreciate it. On today's episode, we're going to use Scalar 2 to be making an R&B type beat. I think it'd be pretty fun. So Scalar is pretty cool. Shouts out to Curtis King. He introduced me to this plugin. I think it's pretty tight. Basically what it is, it's a plugin that can give you chords for whatever scale you're dealing with, or have everything from alternative to like techno, Latin, pop, R&B, EDM, hip-hop, gospel, classical, all types of stuff. You can also go to the artists. All these artists they have listed give you different chord progressions. It's really, really sick. You can also have this detect feature where you can drag in melodies or samples like audio files, and it will spit out the MIDI chords that are in the same key as the sample. It's honestly, it's going to save me hours and hours and hours of time that I would have spent just looking for the key, trying to see what sounds right. And it's like super cheap too. It was only like $50, so love it. Anyways, so today I'm going to do an R&B song. So let's go up to songs. We'll go to R&B. Pick a couple here. Yeah. Sound like very like Chris Brownish. Chris Brown-esque. I think that works. Okay, so I'm just gonna drag a drum track in here. Y'all know how I do it. I'm just drag a drum track. Boom. Just so I can kind of get the vibe. Hold down options. Back, get it phrase. Cool feature of Scalar is you can just kind of drag the chords in that you've put in that little pattern, and it will automatically sync up. It's like that. Oh my god, it already sounds like super R&B-esque. It's amazing. And since all the MIDI files are there, it's going to be really easy to find the bass notes. Like, there they are, right? It's going to be really easy to make the melodies because I can just chop up these little MIDI files, and I already know the key like right off the bat. So it's beautiful. Really, it's beautiful. I love it. I'm probably going to be using it for most of the beats I make from now on, just because it's just so smooth and simple. And they have all the modes and different styles here if you want to change them up. You can also change up the different types of chords. You can have triads, like this one's just like 1, 3, 5s, right? Simple stuff. That's about the extent of my music theory knowledge. And then you can add the 7s, the 9s, just to kind of get it a little more. I press MIDI capture. Stop that. I'm going to drag it in. Play it how I played it. Just quantize all that. Beautiful. Love it. I love it. It's so easy. Okay, cool. The only thing is it sounds a little too robotic, so let's select everything. I'm going to go to MIDI transform, humanize, operate, boom. Now I'm going to do the melody. So I don't know my scales very well, but I do know that this is G flat, major, 7. First chord is usually the key of the song, except for C, B, pretty much. I think those are simple enough. Just a couple more melodies to play with, right? gonna add these bottom parts of the melody. I feel like those are too much. I'm gonna take these, copy them, put them down to this plane, bring them down an octave by holding down Shift and Options. I'm gonna want some like synths under that. Scalar. Another thing I really like about Scalar is that it shows you the keys on the piano up here, which is cool, but you can also switch it to a guitar. So for producers like me, who have started out on the guitar, kind of have all my music theory knowledge in guitar form rather than on the keyboard, it's like, boom, it's beautiful. This is cool, man. Anyways, I want to use this sound. I want to make it more synthy, so it can sit underneath the piano. Those hits to be a little more softer. Okay, now let's get the snaps. All good R&B songs have a nice like rim snare. Shouts out to Kid Mayo, gonna use the Mayo Essentials kit. Cash money, bro. That's it. Let's drag down the snaps. I'm gonna just layer that clap with the snare. Drag that clap down. Get some hats in this. Mayo's Essentials. Some hi-hats. I'm gonna drag in a hi-hat MIDI from Ocean and Larry O's Big Waves MIDI collection. Hey, I like it. Mayo's Essentials for the crash cymbal. I like the Fetty Wap cymbal. I'm gonna stack these up on the drums. We want a shaker. Now, I want to add 808s. What I love about Scalar is that now, since I have all the chords in MIDI, I can just drag them straight in. I have all the notes right here. But the fun part is I want them to hit at the same time as the kicks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the kick pattern. Control C, open up this MIDI. I just want the kicks and the 808s to hit at the same time as those synth hits at the top, just to kind of give it a little more punch. Add a little bit of distortion to bring it out. Let me pick the color. Let's pick like, so I'm just gonna add a little bit, another synth to kind of tie it all together in the lower end. So I feel like I have the top and the bottom and kind of the higher end of the top, but like something's missing right here in this part of the mix, if that makes sense. So I'll just find one of these ones. That's cool, I like that. That's a fun little melody to work with. I think that's call this synth melody. Alchemy, man. Poor man's omnisphere. I need open hats. There we go. Nice, this is coming out pretty nicely. I think it's pretty much finished. I'm just going to arrange it, make it all nice. This one, pop that twice over. Chorus 2. So the intro. Probably something like this. So everything's peaking like mad, so I'm gonna hold down Command 2. Open up everything. So I was adjusting the volume so that the master track hits between -3 and -6, so I have some room to master at the end. One thing I like to do when working with samples is gain staging. Basically is This is like way too loud for the mix. If I leave it in there, kind of overpowers everything, it distorts the track, messes everything up. And if I bring it all the way down so it fits, it kind of loses its vitality. It's not as like boom, you know what I mean? So to lower the volume of a track of a sample, if you're using pre-mastered samples, without ruining the quality of the sound, you'd want to go to gain. You'd want to do this thing called gain staging. You go to gain, stereo, and you kind of just lower the gain until the levels are at appropriate level. So make sure the phase are set on 0. There we go, just like that. We can lower the volume without destroying the quality of the audio. Game-changing stuff, just like that. I don't even have to really turn on the fader. Whew. Fire, bro. And then I'm gonna need some kind of drum fill later. I'm gonna come back in another session, finish speed up, mix it, master it, tag it, see if it's missing anything, see if I need to take out anything. Big tip for producers out there, your ears do get tired, your ears will deceive you, so give them a break if you feel like they need a break. And if the creative juices aren't flowing as well, like, music will always be there. You don't always have to finish a beat or finish a song every time you sit down. It's totally fine to just sit down, see what happens, play, and let the beats and the songs come out on their own timelines. That's what I like to do. I have like so many just unfinished songs, unfinished beats. But next time, I'm definitely going to be finishing this one because like it's a whole series, right? Yo, we back for round 2, and I'm gonna start it off with adding some drum fills. I found these really cool drum fills off of Splice. Hey. Gonna get the same color. I think those sound really nice. We'll just continue the arrangement. Verse 2, chorus. So after chorus 3, I want to add the bridge. Let's repeat those over. Now this will be outro. Because I'm not making full beats, I'm just making samples of the beat. So let's see here. For the bridge, I like to take out a lot of the middle part of the mix. Just leave the lows and the highs. Take out those hi-hats. Change the snaps so they hit on the 3 instead of the 2 and 4. And I think that's all I'll do for the bridge. I'll just leave it simple like that. Okay, so now let's get into the mixing. Take this piano melody, start with the EQing, lower frequencies, boost at 1K. So since the pianos are playing together, I want to mix them with each other in mind. So I took this EQ and I'm boosting the frequencies at 1K for the melody. But for the chords, I'm gonna just slightly dip it, give it room to shine. It's really subtle. Roll out some of the low end, bring up that 200 to 300 range. And then we'll just roll out the high end just in case. So these hybrid hits, cut out that low end. Raise this at 400 to 500. That's where these guys are going to be hanging out. Slower, roll off the top end. Synth melody. Let's raise this. Let's have it sit right above at like 4K. This actually should sit on the top. This is higher than all of them. The wind chimes, just gonna cue them out. For the kick, I'm gonna just scoop up right at like the 150 hertz. Take out all the sub frequencies. For the 808s, I'm gonna do the opposite of what I did with the kicks. I'm going to raise all the sub frequencies, if it will let me. Well, I'm gonna lower this like 1 or 2. There we go. Take the drums. So I noticed right here they're hitting at about 6.3 decibels. I am going to compress it. And I'm just going to lower the fader until I get back to that -6. There we go. Let's add just a little bit of reverb. So I'm just going to add it to a bus. So the reverb just kind of brightens it up a little bit. I'm just going to add a little bit of extra reverb on the snap. There we go. Ooh. Man, I like this. This came out pretty nicely. I was like a little unsure about it at the end of the last session. Probably picked up on that, but now I think it's come up pretty good. It's come up pretty good. And I'm going to add delay also, because I am crazy. And I think delay just helps kind of give everything more rhythm, you know? Just kind of helps it dance a little. Hey, I like the delay, man. Awesome. It's coming out beautiful. Ooh, so smooth, man. So smooth. Okay, I'm just going to tag it, master it, and I'll be all finished. Nice. So the way I work my tags is I see that this is 72 BPM, so I just change 72 BPM. Double click this, hit to flex, and change it back to 84. Just like that. The tag has now been
Scalar with it up.
works. Tag is beautiful. Okay. Now I'm going to add a multipressor. Now I'm going to add my limiter. So I'm just going to turn this up until I get about 5 decibels of gain reduction. Right here. Just a little bit.
Scalar with it up.
That's a little too much. And if you made it to this far in the video, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you liked the video, hit the like button. It really helps me out so Big Daddy algorithm could get me some subscribers. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Scalar with it up.